So Mr. Wade here. I'm back at Lincoln Memorial Cemetery. Now what brings me back out here again? Well, I got a few more stories. Knowing me, you probably know Mr. Wade. I'm definitely going to look again for the grave that I could not find weeks ago for the little baby that was 5 years old. Remember that story? Yeah, check that out. His name was Paul Compton. Now, I'm out here looking for his father, Albert Compton. Now, I'm thinking, now if I find the father, I should find the son. Now, what threw me off is that Albert Compton is in a different section above where Paul Compton was supposed to be. Weird, right? You would have thought that when the father or mother was buried, they would be next to the baby. But come to look out on different things, the whole family scattered. The wife of Paul's dad is actually in Los Angeles. So when Albert passed away, the mom and the kids moved off from out here way over back to LA. And some of their sons is spread out in different states. I was doing a whole thing about the Compton family. So stay tuned. I'm gonna look for Mr. Albert. Hopefully I'll find the son. And knowing Mr. Wade, Mrs. Crime knows this, I will double check that area that the son is supposed to be in at. So stay tuned. A lot more to come. Now, as we revisit the area over here at Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, Mr. Wade is trying to be a little loud because this is the very back area of an old cemetery out here in Portland, Oregon. So there's a lot of signs that says be aware of wildlife. Like I said last video, I don't know what's out here, but just be aware. I'll be a little noisy. But right here is the Evergreen area. This is where Paul Compton is supposed to be at. Now up here is the upper area, another area, and this is the green leaf area. Down here is the Evergreen. Father's up here somewhere, son's down here that I could not find. But anyways, Mr. Wade's gonna make a little noise. I should see a lot of trees around here, vegetation. And said, watch out. I'm here a little early, so I'm gonna get it done, get out the way, and move on to my next story. So stay tuned. Yo, it's amazing how you can think you're looking for a grave and you know exactly where it's at. There's an Albert right there, but that's not it. And you think you got the location down and you will not find it. Cemetery plots are very strange. It's not in order. It's an order of how they have it or categorized or how they do it, I guess. But Mr. Wade's looking and I'm still looking. Stay tuned. So as you see, Mr. Wade is still currently looking for Mr. Albert Compton. And I'm assuming that his son is by him because I didn't find him in an Evergreen section a couple weeks ago when I looked for his son. Hopefully I'll find his grave. So far it's a needle in a haystack. Mr. Wade, Mr. Wade. Let's find that grave. Stay tuned. I mean, Mr. Wade, give me some effort here, you guys. I'm retracing my steps when I came a few weeks ago for Mr. Paul Compton. I'm looking for his dad, Albert. Now, Evergreen section runs right into the section that the dad is in. And I'm following right now, and I'm gonna retrace my steps back that way to the vehicle and call it, saying, hey, I re-looked again. I couldn't find the dad neither. Is Mr. Wade getting rusty or what? This is next to the cemetery, all this vegetation. I hear movement constantly, so I make noise so nobody will, no wolves, no bears, coyotes will come up here. But Mr. Wade is looking for the graves. Stay tuned. So I am still currently in the Evergreen section. I finally saw the sign that told me where I was at. That's actually where the baby is supposed to be at. This is the Evergreen section, as we see. So I rechecked all this section and did not find Mr. Little Paul Compton. The dad, Albert, I'm still looking for him as well. Stay tuned. So Mr. Wade here. Now, I'm back out here looking for two graves. The son, Paul Compton, that I had a story on a few weeks ago. The 5-year-old, right? That was hit by a truck trying to give his sister a gift. And I'm looking for the father as well. Good news. I found Paul Compton's grave. I don't know how I overlooked it last time I came, or last time we came, but I was in some Crocs. My ankle was hurting and my knee already hurts. So I was just going through and thought I found it, and it's right on the edge of the road that you drive on that I found the grave. So let's give respect to Mr. Paul Compton. Now, he was a little kid that was 5 years old that was excited to get a gift for his sister. He came home. As he was running across the street, he got struck by a T-model truck. Now, the driver was drunk, of course. And doesn't make a difference. The driver was drunk. He still should be paying attention, right? 5-year-old crossing the road, but he didn't. So the mom, of course, passed away. And she's in LA. I look for her. She's in Los Angeles. The dad is out here. Albert Compton is out here. But anyways, let's just give a respect to Paul Compton. Stay tuned. This is the grave of Paul W.M. Compton, 1920 to 1925. This is the grave a couple stories back that Mr. Wade was trying to find. And I could not find the grave. I felt defeated. But we are here to give respect to little Mr. Paul W.M. Compton. This is the grave of Paul W.M. Compton. So Mr. Wade here, and Mrs. Crime, of course. So, why is it that the mom and dad is not buried next to their loved one, their kid that was killed at the age of 5? Well, you know some and you don't know some. But hey, we gave respect to Paul Compton. I'm gonna continue to look a little bit for the father since I'm over here. Let's see if I can find it. Stay tuned. Mr. Wade here. So I've been looking for Mr. Albert Compton, the father of Paul Compton. And I cannot find his grave. I know he's in this section behind you, but I don't know if he's a big grave or a flat grave. And I was very lucky to find Mr. Paul. And he still has love, I see. All respect to their family. But hey, let's say it was a Tombstone Whispers monumental moment of finding the grave. Because I hate not finding the grave. But I found the grave of Paul Compton. Woo, Lord. So, stay tuned for a lot more coming from Tombstone Whispers. Stay tuned. From Mr. Wade and Mrs. Crime. A lot more to come. Thank you to all our subscribers. Remember, click that like button. Stay tuned. Bye.